I trust my quarterback than I trust their rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
I trust my offensive coordinator more than I trust their fat, no good, piece, awful, no good person who cost this franchise 3 years. If I had to yield on Woodward for a pedestrian crossing the street, and that pedestrian was Matt Patricia, I wouldn't yield. Jeff, let's start breaking down the Lions' Week 5 matchup versus the New England Patriots, who will be starting a rookie quarterback. His first career NFL start.
Yep.
Bailey Zappi. Let's go through personnel first, all right? Personnel, we'll start with the quarterback position. I think we all agree Jared Goff, the better quarterback heading into this matchup, no?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, he is. Zappy, man, you've been slinging it, but yeah, no.
You go to the backfield,
no question.
no Swift. I think I have to give the edge here to New England. Fair?
Yeah, healthy Damian Harris. Yeah, I'm with you. Ramondre Stevenson. Those guys they're sharing the backfield. I'm gonna go with them behind that offensive line.
Fair enough. Let's go to wide receivers. No St. Brown. I would still put my money on the Lions. I don't like the receiving core, even if Jacoby Myers is healthy.
That's the big thing. Jacoby might not be playing. Even on top of that, I'm with you. I would lead in the Lions wide receiver core.
And I'm going to include the tight end positions there.
Yeah,
Hunter
John,
Henry and TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah. Johnny Smith, I think, is questionable as well.
I think he messed up his ankle
I'm leaning,
last
I'm
week.
leaning Lions. I think Reynolds, Hawkinson, all those guys.
Offensive line,
Shark.
Lions are probably going to check that box most of the season.
Absolutely.
The defensive front you would have to give to New England. Having said that, you want to circle this part of the team? That front four have to step up. A rookie quarterback. Mm-hmm. How do you absolutely take a rookie quarterback out of the game? Granted, you expect New England to run the ball 30-plus times. Pressure. Get pressure in his face. Have him make a few mistakes. That's what this game is going to come down to. But let's move up to the next level. Linebacker and secondary. I think really the defense across the board, you're going to have to go New England.
Yeah, no question. No question.
It's a tough one for me, Jeff. I'm really splitting hairs here, especially on the offensive side of the ball. With no Swift, that's for damn sure. St. Brown doesn't look like he's going to go. Missed practice yesterday. We'll learn more today, but it's not looking promising. It's looking like a high ankle sprain.
Right.
Given he's really just running in a linear direction. There's no quick cuts. There's no planting his foot into the ground right now. He's really limited, and I think they're going to give him the bye week. I really do. I think they're going to sit him for the bye week. So even then, going into the game, I trust my quarterback. I do. I trust my quarterback than I trust their rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
I trust my offensive coordinator more than I trust their fat, no good, piece of shit, awful, no good person who cost this franchise 3 years, who wasted 3 years of every single one of your lives. I trust Ben Johnson more than I trust Matt Patricia.
The big test of this offense is it ain't like you're facing Seattle's terrible defense. Excuse me.
No, this is a decent defense.
New England.
They'll get off
at
the field.
Gillette. Right.
They'll get off the field. It's going to be a scrappy game. This is where, you know what, you like what Jamal gave you against Seattle. You're going to need something a little similar against New England. I'm not saying 120-plus yards and 2 touchdowns, but I need effective carries. New England is just going to play the clock here. Mm-hmm. And they're going to play the field position game, and they're going to make you work. And the reality is Jared Goff has been prone to throw a few interceptions this year. He's thrown a few pick sixes, and those haven't been ideal. But you can imagine a New England defense waiting to pounce on something like that, right?
They just did it last week. Pick 6 against Aaron Rodgers at Lambeau.
Paul Thomas in the chat asks, "Hey, Adam, how do you feel about Matt Patricia? I don't like him." Matt Patricia, let's put it this way. If I had to yield on Woodward for a pedestrian crossing the street, and that pedestrian was Matt Patricia, I wouldn't yield. Let's just put it that way. Fair? We went through personnel a little bit.
Yeah.
Look, coaching, who's got the advantage? And I think we both know.
Oh, no doubt.
But it has to be Bill, right?
It's not even a conversation. Yeah.
But I think the world of this offense and what Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson have been able to do with it. But the concern now is, well, you know what? Rashad Penny ate you up last week. Mm-hmm. And Damian Harris, Ramondre Stevenson, you'd expect them to have good games. But I'm not seeing 48-45. I'm not seeing 31-28. I'm not seeing 24-20. I'm really not. This is going to be such an ugly football game. And the only way it's not ugly is if the Lions can get out to a quick lead where they make Bailey Zappi beat them instead of letting New England run the ball, control the clock, play the field position game. That's just what Bill Belichick wants to do. He understands, all right, I've got my punter. I've got a good run game. I can move the ball at the offensive line. I like you here. I'm not going to force my rookie quarterback to make 25, 30 throws. Unnecessary. That's what Bill.
That's what Bill's going to do.
But you got to take that away if you're the Lions. And look, we'll take callers in a little bit. But my question that we'll get to at 8:45 is, how would you feel if you lost on Sunday going into a bye week? I'm really curious what all of you at home have to say to that. But Jeff,
yeah,
quarterback, everybody in the world picking Jared Goff here. What does Jared Goff need to do on Sunday? Because you look this past Sunday, what more could you have asked of him, correct? So what needs to happen this week, especially after you saw the Ben Johnson, by the way? Did you catch him mic'd up, Jared Goff?
Yeah,
on the sideline?
Yeah.
Man, sorry, buddy. Now two disappointed individuals that are competing at a high level right now. You put up 45 points going into the week. Like I said, I would have taken out my mortgage and put it on the Lions. But having said that, what do you need to see out of Jared Goff on Sunday for this team to win?
It's got to be a clean game. No turnovers. I think that's the thing. Because you look at the New England Patriots, they've been able to force turnovers. And not just for turnovers. They've been able to score. I mean, look at last week against the Green Bay Packers, pick six. I think it was Jonathan Jones who had it from New England. That's got to be the thing, because it's at least been two games where you look at game one against the Eagles, and then you have last week where you could say, well, Jared threw a pick six. And I know it's not Jared's fault, but Jared's been playing so clean lately, besides those pick sixes, that there's not much he has to do. I'm not expecting, he doesn't have to put up another 45, 30 points this game. Hopefully your defense doesn't give up 30 plus. But the big thing for me, Adam, is for Jared, it's just win the turnover battle. That's been the narrative we've been saying every single week, and it's helped them, but the defense is just giving up too many points. So for Jared, you got to play a clean game. You don't have to throw for 350 yards, 300 yards. It's just about not having any turnovers, taking care of the football for me, because you have Judon, you have Dietrich Wise. I mean, these guys are among the league leaders in sacks right now. So hopefully that offensive line could stay and play as well as they've been playing all season. But for Jared, just taking care of the football. That's all it is for me. If he could take care of the football, at least you're giving your defense. You can't pull off that narrative, well, you spotted him 7. Because if Jared doesn't have any turnovers, it's really all on that defense. And we're going to see how they respond this week against a rookie quarterback.
Did you see what Tony Romo said about the Patriots play caller, Matt Patricia?
What
Any
did he
chance? Dude. Oh, God. Going into this year, you sit there, you lose Josh McDaniels, quote, one of the great coordinators in the NFL. You got to see who you are. They start off running a lot of the zones. You see Matt Patricia there, the zone type of run stuff, wide, cut back. They completely switched in week 2. Jimman started running right at you. More gap, more power schemes just like this. And that was one of the biggest adjustments. So to Matt Patricia's credit, he's been a defensive guy all this time, and now he's made this sudden adjustment that's really got the offense clicking. Tony Romo complimenting Matt Patricia has to be one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever read in my life. If you're a good coach, you can coach anywhere, but sometimes it takes for the nuance. But I am impressed with their adjustment ability so far. Excuse you? Look, I am biased. I will never say a nice thing about Matt Patricia outside of that, hey, congratulations, you weigh more than 80% of the world. Congratulations. What else? But the reality is, you lose to that guy, and yes, he is part of the team, that guy. Dude. My stomach is turning.
Yeah, locally everyone will be frustrated. Nationally, no one gives a damn. But
that's why the question is, how would you feel if the Lions lost on Sunday? I'm very curious. Lines are open, 313-552-6322. I couldn't believe what I was reading.